Good morning. This is Eileen Turkel from EMTS Transmedical Transcription. This morning we are going to show you how to type from doctor's handwritten notes, and this is only for this particular doctor's office. Oh, okay. Now we have the screen for muscle testing. This is the neurological page. This is what we're going to be talking about right now. Where it says dermatones, it says normal, and it goes all the way across, and we're okay, just a minute. It's just for the upper extremities. So you're going to put, it says on the template, normal, so you're just going to leave it alone. Just put in the upper extremities. And then where it says deep tendon reflexes, it's normal, and you're going to put upper extremities. Okay, and then we have the muscle testing, and we're just gonna leave that, and then at the end you will put in the upper extremities. Okay, let's go to another page. Okay. Okay, this is the recommendations. That we'll do at the end. We'll get back to it later. Alright, let me see. Okay, this is the page with the orthopedic tests. Okay, where it says compression, and both are circled, right and left, but you see there's a dash there on the left. That means the compression testing, the cervical compression testing, was only positive on the right side, not the left. And then after that, you would put in the mid cervical spine. That's what you would do with that one. And then the distraction testing also is on the right, and it has a down arrow, so you would put positive on the right and with decreased pain. The P means pain. Okay, and Jackson's test, that would be bilaterally, because it's on the right and the left in the mid cervical spine. That's what that C/S is, cervical spine. Okay, now we go down to shoulder depression test. That's bilaterally also, because it shows there's a plus in both right and left. And after that, after positive, you put in the bilateral trapezius. When the doctor puts TRAPS, that means trapezius. And we already said bilaterally. And then we have Soda Hall test. And that one also is bilaterally in the upper cervical spine. Okay, now we're going to go to the thoracic spine, thoracic upper trunk. That's what the way it's supposed to be typed. Soda Hall test is positive in the upper thoracic spine. T/S is thoracic spine. All right. Okay, now we have the chief complaints. That was a question that you asked about. So, okay. So first we put the word, the word neck. That's one of the chief complaints with a colon, just like that. And C stands for constant. CONSTANT, comma. And, okay. Now we look at the pain scale after that. And 4 to 6 means moderate to moderately severe intensity with neck movement. That's what that first PR, that's with neck movement. Period. Then the next sentence would be he or she, I'm sorry, not he or she, the pain the pain is described as
when you hit the butte. Hit it again, get off with the butte side.
Okay, the pain is described as, and we go to where it has the Q, ache and stiffness. And the R is going to be radiating. Radiating into the right arm / wrist. And if there was something up here in the PA, it would be like if he was taking medication, or if he was resting or something like that, or relaxing or laying down, then you would put that in the last sentence. That would be with rest. He has only mild temporary relief, but since there's nothing there, we don't have to put anything. We eliminate that sentence. Okay. Okay, now we have the upper back. The same thing we did like with the neck. So we put a colon, and then a 7 is severe intensity. I'm sorry. Moderately severe intensity.
Okay. Why don't you go to another screen? Please stand by.
I forgot to mention something else. After we put in this part on the Q, then we have to say something else about the intensity. We have to put in, okay, he or she, whatever the case might be, describes the severity as a, and in this case was a 7, no, it was a 4 to 6 over 10 severity. Let me rephrase that again. He describes the severity as a 4 to 6 over 10 on a 0 to 10 pain scale, comma, 10 being the highest. Okay, now we're going to go back to the upper back. Upper back, colon, and a 7, like I said before, is moderately severe intensity. And increased pain with neck movement, period. And then we come down here to the Q. Okay, the pain is described as ache. And there is no written in this case, so we don't put it in. Period. And then he describes the severity as a 7/10 on a 0 to 10 pain scale, comma, 10 being the highest.
Can you hold that screen, Eileen, and increase the zoom slightly? Just type in a little higher zoom level. And scroll down the screen so we can see on camera. You know what you were just talking about?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Okay.
Now repeat what you said now so you can read it now.
Okay. He describes the severity as a 7/10 on a 0-10 pain scale, comma, 10 being the highest, period. Okay, so that's enough for the chief complaints. Now, I said we'll go over the diagnosis later. Okay, we're going to do that.
Remember, there was a page all the way above the beginning of the file, the very first page. You didn't show that page.
Oh yeah, this is going to be after the chief complaints. We have under the visual inspection / palpation, that page number, and
Why don't you explain what's a C, what's a T?
okay, the C would be cervical region. Okay, so you're gonna type in there when it's 2 pluses, that means it's moderate, and the 1 would be mild. So you're gonna put there is moderate spasm in the cervical. No, I'm sorry, let me repeat. There is moderate spasm and mild tenderness in the cervical region at C1-C7, period. There is moderate spasm and mild tenderness in the thoracic region at T3-T7.
That covers everything. Keep that on the screen. No.
What happened to the range of motion?
We didn't do that yet. More in the next lesson.
Yeah, in the next video we're gonna talk about range of motion, the diagnosis, and also the recommendations. and also x-ray reports, the radiology report.
Okay, click debut and hit stop.